Despite the fact that the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is a few years old at this point, the Pocket 3 is still one of the most popular creator cameras out there, and it's not hard to see why. A couple of months ago, I made a video detailing my thoughts on the Pocket 3, how it compares to the Action series of cameras, and how you can make this even better with one small device. Now I've got a whole load of new accessories which are going to make the DJI Pocket 3 an even better creator tool than it was before. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So if you're interested in the DJI Pocket 3 itself, then check out this video up here. But today, I've got 3 exciting new products which have been sent to me by K&F Concept. And each of them has a slightly different purpose and enables you to get a wide variety of shots with such a small, convenient little camera. So the first product is one that I was actually a little bit skeptical about because it competes directly with this product which I spoke about in my last DJI Pocket 3 video. And this one actually has a property that is magnetic, but this is a magnetic stand cage or case. So essentially what you do with this is you open it up like so, and then you put the Pocket into the case, and then you have got it like so. So what this is designed to do is to be a stand for you to put on a flat surface like a table or a desk and then record what you're recording. But where this really shines is the fact that it is really quite magnetic. So all under here is a very strong magnet. And this product here that I reviewed before, this is magnetic as well, and I highlighted that as being one of the bonus features. But this one from K&F Concept actually blows this one out of the water in terms of magnetizing to things. Because the magnet has such a big surface area, it's so much stronger. So where I found that this has been super useful is with actual driving shots. Now, I wouldn't recommend you go down the motorway driving 70 miles an hour with your DJI Pocket just magneted to the side of your vehicle, but if you're driving maybe 10-15 miles an hour, this should be okay actually. But if your DJI Pocket does fall off your car when you're driving, it is not my fault, or K&F Concepts for that matter. So it's entirely your decision to put this on the side of your car. But I've tried it and it actually magnets to a car very, very strongly. So I think it's actually a really good feature to be able to quickly just whip this onto the side of the car. You don't need like suction mounts or anything like that. As I say, you will just be doing gentle driving in it and not going off-roading or going really fast, but I found that to be a really cool feature. Like, look how good the magnet is. It's very, very strong. So I just think that's a really standout feature. Yes, it's a stand, but also the magnetic properties are so good with this. And also it does add a little bit of bulk to the camera, but I've actually dropped this, and this cage or case actually gives me a little bit of protection around it. So it does give me a little bit of peace of mind having a bit of protection just from a few knocks here and there. The next device that we've got competes even more closely with the one that I mentioned before from Hafoco. They are essentially exactly the same thing, bar a few key differences. The biggest difference being, number one, that this is magnetic. This one from K&F Concept unfortunately is not. And also this one is compatible with the DJI quick release system that they use for their action cameras. So it means that you can easily magnet it into the quick release system and you can take it on and off as you please, and then you can swap it in and out with your action camera as well. But if you are not committed to the DJI Action series of cameras, then this quick release system might not be for you. And what the K&F Concept one has is the standard GoPro mount. So it's these 2 flippy arms that we've all seen on the bottom of a GoPro camera as well. And essentially they flip down and you've got a hole going through them, which you then thread a bolt through like so. And again, if you are not committed to the DJI quick release system and you're not using a little mount like that and you just use a tripod, you will be pleased to know that this is Arca Swiss compatible. Both of them are, this one and the Hafoco, but this one can nice and easily just clip into your standard Arca Swiss tripod like so, and then you can have your DJI Pocket mounted on it. So that's a nice simple solution if you're not committed to any particular brand of quick release system or anything like that. Then this is going to be a nice simple one, and it's got that bonus that you can mount it using the standard GoPro little holes and screws, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I actually found this to be really useful on a recent trip. I completely forgot to take this little adapter with me, which is for the DJI Action quick release system, and the only thing I had was this. So this actually came in so useful in the end, and I was very glad that I had it, because the one from Hafoco, it doesn't have those little holes underneath, so I didn't have the same mounting options. It would have meant that I had to use the tripod, but by using this one from K&F Concept, it meant that I could use my little selfie stick like this, and I didn't need to bother with a big bulky tripod like this. And then the final product that we've got is this little filter set, which I was most intrigued about when K&F Concept reached out. A bonus little thing that it comes with is a nice screen protector for your touchscreen as well. But to be honest with you, the one that I thought was going to be my least favorite actually ended up being my favorite. Now, the least useful for me is the ND2-32 personally, because I think that this is such a simple little camera. I don't see myself ever really trying to get very cinematic shots with it. Yes, you can do some really lovely things, but me personally, I'm not that bothered about slowing down the shutter speed, so I have tried this out, but it's just not the one that I've been reaching for compared to the others. So with the black diffusion filter, you're able to get a really nice filmic look to your footage without using any LUTs and things like that, which I'm always a bit skeptical of. So this, you're able to get a really nice desaturated, grungy look just by slapping on a little magnetic filter. And then my most used filter out of all of them is the circular polarizer, which has come in really handy this autumn especially, because you're able to get that lovely saturated looks to the leaves. You're able to cut down glare on shiny rocks and things like that. And this has been a really helpful, handy one, just to make everything a little bit more punchy in your footage. So yeah, the circular polarizing filter is the one that I have been reaching for the most, and I love what it can do to the sky as well. Just having that nice saturated sky behind you when you're doing a talking piece to camera, it just really helps to set the mood for the scene. If you're in an amazing place and you're really trying to get that across to your viewers, then that lovely blue sky is going to be something that really captures that for the people that are watching your video. And I also love this little detail that they've actually printed on the foam here which filter goes in which place, because I actually have K&F Concepts drone filters as well, and when I bought those, that was not a feature that was included, so it didn't tell you which was which. You have to look at the really small writing on the actual filter itself, and this is just really helpful. You can quickly look in there, you can see, oh, that's the CPL, I'll put that one on, and everything has a place. It keeps everything nice and tidy within your kit. But let me know what you guys think. Which accessories out of those do you think you'll enjoy using the most, and what other accessories are you using on your DJI Pocket? One thing that I'm keen to try out soon is a smaller version of the gimbal protector, because I really hate the one that comes with the DJI Pocket as standard, and I know there's some smaller, neater options out there, so comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on everything that's happening with the channel and how I'm getting on with all of these accessories and how they're able to help me create amazing footage on my National Parks Project films. Cheers guys, bye.